Again in McLean Barbershop, Talk of the Town, 918, it's episode 9. We got Caleb Green, a 918 legend. Great high school career, great college career, and also a great professional career. One of the best to come through this town. We appreciate you coming here, Caleb. Really, really, really do appreciate your time. You've been at this for a long time. Take us through your journey, where you started from, like North Side or West maybe, or whatever that may have been. Like, take us through your journey, where it all started from.
So for me, it started bitty basketball, West maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I was on the west side of Tulsa, then I ended up moving to behind Nafees with my grandma. And Kelvin, my cousin, Kelvin Sango, he was in and out. We lived right by each other. So everything was always sports, basketball, football. I think he even touched a little baseball. And so, once we got into the hoops, I was one of the weaker ones. You know what I'm saying?
So what age did you start hooping now?
Eight years old.
Okay. So what's that, second grade?
What is that, 8 years old?
Yeah, it's about second, third grade.
About second, third
So you touched the basketball at 8 years old?
About 8 years old, yep.
And you was kind of regular?
I was under regular. I was under regular. Right, we're gonna keep it all the way funky on the show. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I was under regular. Like, shit, I didn't. My understanding of basketball is what I seen on TV and how to duplicate it, but I couldn't duplicate it. I only had my peers and trying to understand how they played the game and how they did things. So I was just doing it because everybody else was doing it initially, but I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. Yeah, so after I went from the West maybe, I ended up going to Carver Middle School, and then that class was your Robert Meacham, Tad Evans, your Mark Browns, and JC Seals. Yeah. Shout out to all them dudes, man. I know I'm missing some, but but yeah, no.
Carlin, we can't forget Carlin. Because Carlin gonna call me, Caleb didn't mention me.
Hey, all dogs. Yeah. Like that. They was all dogs. At that time, all of them just dogs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, even our coach, our AAU coach at the time, Coach Buck, everybody spoke dog talk. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my confrontations was with my cousin. And then afterwards, we loved on each other. You know what I'm saying? So, then I went through that part of the journey. And then went to Memorial High School, and then things start changing for me a little bit. I start catching on to a few things, found me a few people to just really grab on, and then things just really turned for me like that.
So what? Normally, when you go to Carver, you go to Booker T. Mm-hmm. What made you go to Memorial instead of Booker T?
Well, it's. So when I was at Carver, I always made the A team. It was the A team. It was B. I don't know if it was B purple. It was 2 B teams.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I always was one of the last to make it on the A team. So I never played.
I got you.
I never played. So I never was able to break that mold. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you deserved to play though?
No.
Okay, so you can admit that you was behind.
I wasn't confident enough.
I got you.
I wasn't confident enough. I didn't know who I was as a basketball. I didn't know who I was as a person. I mean, who does at that age?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, I wasn't confident. I needed a new scene. I needed a new feel. I needed new energies. I needed new people. You know what I'm saying? And so, my dad, I was pushing the Booker T because that's what I knew.
Yeah,
I didn't know I needed a new scene. He was like, I'm taking you over here. This is where you going, and then you're gonna try to be the best you can be here. And so I just got planted in a whole new atmosphere, and then they just took to me. I met your punchy boys.
Right.
I met.
But you knew Lamont before that, right?
So Lamont is every time I see him, I let him know how special he was to me. I always throw him his roses. He changed my life. You know what I'm saying? As a high school basketball player, how he lead. The soul he was, and, even throughout his career. everywhere he went, no matter where he was, he won and he started.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's easy got to follow, especially if you don't know who you are and what you're trying to do. You know, even to this day, Lamont is a confident human being.
Right. That's a fact.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? If you talk to him, he's still going to talk to you like he can make it to the league.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a detriment of his character. Like, it's like how he think, how he operate up top. You know, and then at that time, I needed that. I needed that introduced into my being, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out Lamont. He always hear me say this like 50 million times.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good to see it on video too.
Let's transition. So which coach would you give the most credit to developing your game? Was it your coach, your dad, teammate?
So my dad was always my coach.
Okay.
Even at home, he was my coach. Everything was, you know, he also was my dad too, but it's hard to separate the two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so everything is, pick your feet up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put your back straight, you know what I'm saying? Everything was always, you know, towards basketball and being athletic. And so my dad was just a constant, you know, coach throughout my life, and he always steered me the correct way. But the coach that really just headlocked me was Coach Savage.
Okay. Shout out to Coach Savage.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Savage.
Pure dog. And I don't want to leave out Coach Buck either. And I just didn't understand Coach Buck at the time.
Because you was a young guy.
He was dog talk already. Everything was dog talk. I just seen him yesterday up at PWP Center. And Coach still the same way, same passion. And you know, and for me, it felt like he was getting on me. Nah, he just was trying to toughen me up. He was trying to instill a certain amount of competitive edge, you know what I'm saying? Because he was competitive.
Right.
And I didn't understand that, you know what I'm saying? Then I got to Coach Savage. You know, after I come from Coach Buck, it's Coach Savage. I'm like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm good. And then, but I took to it better. And then what most of it is how you gonna respond.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So then I learned how to respond. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to, if somebody do this is how you respond. You don't never back down. You always punch first. You always come with it. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Savage, he not only did he demand that, but along with that, he was gonna show you how to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why he turned into be one of the highest paid coaches in high school.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He good at what he do.
Got you.
You know?
So before we get into your high school career, because it's a guy, I don't like to give him too much credit. Punchy hit a game-winning shot, but we're going to talk about that because I really don't even mess with Chef Boy like that. But let's get into your AAU career.
Okay.
Because we was arguing with Ebby on this show that y'all AAU team is probably one of the best ones to come through the Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Ebby ain't going to give us that.
Nah, Ebby ain't going to give y'all. Ebby didn't give it to y'all.
Shout out Ebby Erie, man.
But what was it like playing with Robbie, Chad, JC, Lamont, Mark, all those guys, like going around the country? And I know y'all done played against some dudes. Like, what was it like playing with the Jammers?
Well, everybody on that squad was talented.
Yeah.
And they was confident. Swagger was off the Richter at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Robbie was dunking it alley-oop in middle school. You know what I'm saying? We was blowing everybody out. I don't think we lost in middle school. Everybody just super talented. You know what I'm saying? And their sport was football. You know what I'm saying? They was football. And they was still
just playing basketball to have fun.
And just talented human beings, man. Playing with them was, you know, I started to notice how they carried themselves. You know what I'm saying? When you're talented, you know, you move with a certain confidence. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing about them too, you know, it was like, shit, if they didn't believe it, well, nobody else gonna believe it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And how all of them move. You know, it was, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here.
Right.
So, you know, that rubbed off on me a little bit too. So, yeah, playing with them, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure, definitely.
So you arrive at Memorial your freshman year.
Yeah.
Did you play your freshman year varsity, or you had to wait, you know, your sophomore, junior, or senior year?
No, I didn't play varsity my freshman year. We won a chip. my sophomore year, I got on JV. Then I suited up on varsity.
Oh, so your sophomore year, y'all won it?
No, my freshman year we won.
Is that Jason Parker's senior year?
It was Jason Parker's senior year. I was shagging for Jason Parker my freshman year. I was getting his rebounds, and he was like, "Thanks, man."
I got you.
And so my sophomore year, that's when I got on varsity, but I didn't play. I think I got through in a game or two. And then my junior year, we changed coaches. And my freshman coach became the head coach.
Okay.
And then we didn't, I was the only big man, and it was like, yo, it's time.
Yeah.
And that year I did pretty good. I had I averaged, I think, around 17 and 10. But I felt like we left a lot on the table. And then I figured a few things out.
So that's when Caleb Green became Caleb Green.
I was about to say, so your sophomore year to your junior year is when it clicked and you transitioned.
Yep. Yeah, I figured a few things out. I didn't have a hold on it all the way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how you lead a team, how you become an alpha. You know what I'm saying? How you learn to dominate. You know what I'm saying? How you learn the game at a strategic manner. You know what I'm saying? I just got confident. And so then my senior year, it was like, I don't understand what can stop me. You know what I'm saying?
You knew like...
Yeah, I was like, how, if I get to this spot, all I need to do is put the ball off this board. If I nudge before they think and I get hurt, then I'm in position. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't like super duper skilled either, my senior year. It was just more calculated, strategic, playing the game with, you know what I'm saying, more of a clever play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So before your senior year, because y'all won it y'all senior year, right? Did y'all think like you, Sango, Lamont, Punchy, Willis, right, was on that team, right?
Willis. Yeah.
So did y'all know like before the season, like, man, we're gonna win it this year?
So me and Lamont, we was coming back. We had lost to Union. We lost
junior
year.
Okay.
Allen Daniels.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. That's right.
Clint Stewart.
Right.
Was it
Bontrager?
Bontrager.
Yeah.
I think Jarvis.
Chapman.
Yeah.
I like Jarvis. Jarvis is a good dude too, man. So we lost to that team, and so me and Lamont on the bus on the van back, he was like, "Hey, yo, we're not losing next season." We was crying on the bus back from losing it, and it was just like, yo, this is ours. It's ours. That summer for us was crazy. That's when I really just, it was a switch. You know what I'm saying? When nothing gonna be in my way. Felt like everybody tied their shoes up the same way. They put their shirt on the same way I did. Like it's just like I'm about to attack it with a certain amount of work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And so, it was instilled in us. Like
so y'all already knew like this is our year.
When we lost, we was hurt.
Gotcha.
Like, our feelings was hurt.
But you still give credit to Lamont, though.
I give a credit to a lot of the guys, too. You know what I'm saying? But Lamont was extremely pivotal for just the aroma of that team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the mentality. You know what I'm saying? We ain't backing down. We coming. I'm going to make open shots. And then we had dogs, too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Kelvin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kelvin, it was one game, I missed the layup, and we talk about it all the time. And then when I looked on the video, and he punched me one time. I missed the layup.
During the game?
During the game. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even know what happened when we watched the video. But it was dog. It was dog talk.
Yeah,
Everybody got on Mario, get on Lamont. Yeah. Punch. Our pickup sessions, we weren't leaving the gym. Like everybody had to one up everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had to win. You know what I'm saying? It was like nobody wanted to leave like somebody was better. You know what I'm saying? Everybody took everything as a challenge, and we took criticism well. You know what I'm saying? It was just an aligned goal when everybody was good with their roles. Like that setup where everything was just perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think we was just superiorly talented. We was just a great team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So after your senior year, y'all won your state championship.
Okay.
How did your college recruiting go? Was you heavily recruited? Do you think you was under-recruited? Or how did that go?
Well, I had to think I was under-recruited. That's how I became who I was. Like I had to have a chip. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like I was looked over. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that chip. I'm like, I didn't hear from any big schools like that. I got offered by 2 colleges. And so I heard from Southwest Texas. College of Charleston's was roaming around. I was hearing from Arkansas Little Rock from time to time. But Oral Roberts was every game. They was every AAU trip. All the phone calls. They was like that loyal girlfriend. We ain't going nowhere. Go.
Gotcha.
I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And so at a certain point, I'm like, yo, I had 17 and 10 my junior year. I just had a great summer campaign. And this is what I got. And ain't nobody really knocking down my door except for Oral Roberts. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to go where I'm celebrated. Not where I'm about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So And so we did the signing, and then for me, it was like, I'm going to show them, man, that was a great signing.
I got you.
I'm going to show them it was a great signing, and they got way more than they bargained for. Like, I was already thinking, like, when I get to Oral Roberts, what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was, I was thinking.
So your freshman year, I was seeing, because I'm in the town or whatever. So you conference player of the year, your sophomore, junior, and senior year, right? Or am I wrong?
At Oral, yep. I won player of the year, sophomore, junior, senior. And so my freshman year, I thought, I'm thinking everywhere I went, I'm like, I'm the best player on the planet. You know what I'm saying? My freshman year, I was a little upset with myself. I didn't get that, but it wasn't my time yet.
Did you play a lot your freshman year?
Yeah, I was 7 when I stepped on ORU campus. I was 17-10. I didn't start my first game, and I played well. And then it was like, yo, this it's yours now. This your spot. And then it never let up from there. Yeah.
Okay. But you was really we're gonna say 3 years. You was the face of Oral Roberts basketball.
Yeah.
Took him to the tournament what? 2 times?
Twice. NIT my sophomore. That was our best team. That was our best chance to really just do something crazy. But I had came into we had another freshman that came in with me, Ken Tut. And so his first year was out of this planet. His first year, he was
So
nuts.
he was a freshman when you came. Y'all the same class.
We came in together. And so he was off rip, 20.
Yeah.
Every night. Didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? No matter who he played, he was 20. He got ridiculous accolades. Then his sophomore year, like my freshman to my sophomore year at Oral Roberts, it was another notch. And then it was like,
from you or from him?
From me.
Okay.
And so and then that notch turned, and then it was like, yo, I feel like I truly am the best player on the planet. If it was true or not, I felt it.
You need that.
You know what I'm saying? I
confidence.
felt it. You know what I'm saying? Any court I walked on, any pickup session I went in, I felt like I was and then if you showed me that you was better, I had an off night. It had to be.
Right.
I felt like if I missed, it was something wrong with the rim. You know what I'm saying? It could never have been me. So, my confidence was unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have been me. You know what I'm saying? And then I felt like I had to prove people wrong from
back in the day.
All of my maybe my unrealistic chip I had. You know what I'm saying?
We all need it though.
Yeah,
we all need it.
Yeah, for sure.
Take us through like your thought process. Like, did you think you was a pro? Like at any moment or leading up, after your senior year, did you think like, hey, I'm gonna get a shot at a summer league or get drafted, anything like that?
So I don't really talk about this much. I didn't maybe told a few people, but so I started hearing some slight rumblings like San Antonio, they really like you. They called in and asked what type of people you are. And so then I was like, NBA.
This is your senior
I'm
year?
just thinking like just be the best player on the planet. You know what I'm saying? College basketball. This is how I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? And then I heard that rumbling, and then it was just ignited something else. Like,
wait, was this your junior or senior in college?
This is like towards the end of my sophomore year.
Oh, so you was here NBA then?
So, but it was just a young. You averaging 20,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and you playing well against people that we got in the draft already that we, you know what I'm saying. It was just like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying. And so then my junior year, now I'm like, yo, I think I'm lead. You know what I'm saying. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. And so everybody, it was anybody I lined up in, it was like, yo, I'm about to show you separation. You know what I'm saying, and then that's how, and then. In total actuality, it was a separation. You know what I'm saying? It's just that my game didn't translate as easy to the eye.
I got you.
It wasn't an easy scout. It was like I'm 6'7", 6'8".
I got you.
I don't jump, but this far off the ground. Yeah. I'm all angles, but I'm clever. It's like it's just you know what I'm saying. But my play demanded a certain amount of attention every night. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, no, I felt like I was lead like my junior year. I thought, for example, when I went on my little tour with after my senior year, we had, I won't say promises, but it was like, yo, we looking at you at 35 pick. We looking at you at 42 pick. So I had got called back to the Mavs for a workout. I want to say 3 times. I got called back to the Bulls. Couple of times.
Was you killing in those workouts?
Yo, like everybody they lined up, it was like
give us somebody that you lined up against
maybe
that we
still in the league right now.
Yeah, that maybe we know like you cooked him.
See, I ain't that guy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that. Especially not on video. I'm not that.
You gotta give us some names.
Give us a name that you did well against.
I didn't have like a bad. I won't say a bad workout. You know what I'm saying? But it was some workouts where I'm like, yo, I know I outperformed them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I know they also translated better to the
NBA.
To the NBA.
That's a fact.
Just vertical leap. But like if you lined us up in whatever game, in whatever gym, I feel like at the end of the night it's gonna be like, yeah, he you know what I'm saying? It would be a difference. But yeah, man, I lined up against Anthony Tolliver at that time. Jamario Davison at that time. I had caught him in a couple workouts. I mean, one time, I won't go into that. But but like, it was like certain, it was, when you one-on-one, and like for me, like I'm coming from, I was getting double teamed my whole career.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so my perception is different when I get the ball and you guard me one-on-one.
One-on-one, it's easy.
It's just like I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at where your help coming from. Exactly. Or, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, it was like, you don't got to, I just need to find an angle. And you're going to give me an angle somewhere, some way. You got to give me something. You know what I'm saying? You only one person. And so every workout was like, when we got to the one-on-one, it was different. You know what I'm saying? And then I picked up real fast what people's strong hand was. So defensively, I wasn't like a defensive guru or nothing, by no means. But like, if I figure you was right-handed, you know, I'll give you a little left and then know you coming back right. If I shade it strong, you know what I'm saying? So it was just being clever and using what I was playing her more than, you know, what God gave me.
So after a couple of them workouts, you come back to the town for a little bit. You like, I might get drafted.
No, I thought I was gonna get drafted.
So you had a draft party and everything?
No, absolutely not. I'm not a draft party.
Yeah, big crowd.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a. But so I watched the thing on TV, and I'm like, I seen the Mavs coming up, and then at that time, so Nick Fazekas at that time, I think he won. He might have been up for Player of the Year in the NCAA, I believe, at that time too. And they kept. Matter of fact, the Mavs brought me back in. They was like, "Yo, we really think we're gonna pick him." This was I want to say, what's the long arm guy? Was it not Dampier? Short, 6'5", 6'6". I'm gonna remember after the show. But he was like, "Hey, yo, they think about picking him at 35, and I think you better." And so I was like, "All right." He's like, "Make sure you have a good one." You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm pushing for you in there. And so I was like, "All right." And he just didn't have enough oomph. You know what I'm saying? But they really liked him. He had a great college campaign, and he did. He was amazing. Footwork, skill, all of that. But they brought him and me back twice, I want to say. But when they brought us back...
Was it Chuck Hayes?
No, it wasn't Chuck Hayes. I forget. Papa.
Oh, okay.
Papa Jones.
Okay.
Papa Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it was a difference. It was a difference. You know what I'm saying? And but TV screen came on. It was like 32, 33, 30. I don't remember what to pick. They picked Nick Fazekas. I'm like, what else I got to do? You know what I'm saying? It's just one guy. It wasn't guys playing. Then the Bulls, I thought I was going. And I was like, because they had told me some stuff. And then I had worked out with the Lakers too, and I just thought I was just okay. But right after the draft, they was like, yo, we couldn't pick him up. Can he come in for Summer League? And I'm like, man, I don't want to go no Summer League. You know what I'm saying? So and then Bulls called in. Then the Mavs called in. I started getting a lot of calls for Summer League. So I'm like, I got a chance to get on the roster.
Yeah, for sure.
And so then we set it up where I was with the Mavs at first and then the Bulls next in the next Summer League. And so how I was working out with the Mavs, I was playing. And so on my time, I was doing really well in my time. Then they bought Brandon Bass. Brandon Bass was already, you know what I'm saying? He was
grown man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was already different. He was already understood. His reputation was Brandon Bass in the league. Right. And so I'm like, what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? So then we shot straight to Chicago to play in it was Vegas to play with Chicago in their summer league. And then it was okay. It wasn't really ran. It was kind of like we just got a summer league out here. And so I'm like, So then I heard, so now I'm getting more disappointed. You know what I'm saying? My thinking is I'm like, yo, what I gotta do? At that time I was mid-major player of the year.
Facts.
I had won my conference player of the year three times.
Right.
Statistically, you know, like I was unmatched versus everybody in the draft. Unmatched. Like, and so I'm like, yo, it's nothing else I can do. I was like, it's not for me to go to the league. Then I started getting offers from Europe. And so I thought, like, you know, I'm like, man, I don't want to go really play in Europe. Man, these dudes right here got my spot. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And so, but then the Lakers offered me a vet camp. And then I heard a nice 6-figure offer in France. And then I was like, oh, I ain't never had that type of money.
It's tax-free, right?
Yeah, I was like, I ain't never heard that type of money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why you hoop. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, I'm off.
Did you have anybody in your camp like, man, go out to L.A.?
It was dumb. That was dumb. I should have went to the overseas. Was always gonna be there. I should have went to the Lakers vet camp.
Oh, God. For real.
Exhausted all of those possibilities.
So that was your biggest regret?
I mean, it was a lesson. You know what I'm saying? It was a lesson. I try not to regret anything. It was a lesson.
In fact.
You know what I'm saying? And the lesson is, you know, double down on yourself every time.
Bet on yourself.
Like I had did my whole career up until that point.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I took an easy way. I took an easy way out, and I went and took that money. But then I had I actually got into it with the point guard when I got to France, and he was, at that time, he was Mr. France. He was starting over Tony Parker in the national team at that time.
He was on your team?
He was on my team. And then he was talking to me crazy with his hands. Like, and you know, now that don't make sense to me. So I'm going back, you know, we're going back and forth all of the time. And so he was like, yo, I can't play with this rookie.
Damn.
Get him out of here. First thing smoking, I was out of there. True humility test ever on the planet. I'm just coming from mid-con player of the year 3 times. Get him out of here.
What?
Out of there. They gave me a settlement, and then that was a blessing for me.
Oh, okay.
It was a blessing for me. It was like, tone it down. Who you think you is. You got to go through every step. You need to pay your respects. You need to have homage, and you need to work hard and shut up.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Taught you how to be a pro.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened after that?
I went to Germany, and then I was the second leading scorer. Then I heard from San Antonio. But during the season, I was playing with a stress fracture that just kept opening up and opening up. And so San Antonio was like, oh, we really like him. We think he got a chance. And so then, like, I'm like, yo, after the season was over, I'm like, I can barely walk on this leg anytime. The doctor said, yo, you need 3 months not doing anything. That pushed everything past. So we told San Antonio, it was just.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
Hey, it was just everything.
So did you ever think, like, maybe the league ain't for me? Let me just stay overseas for a while?
I was just always open for opportunities. It was just whatever you put in front of me, that's what that's my plate for the night. That's all I.
So overseas, it's not like the NBA where they say, we're going to sign you 3 years for this amount of money. It's year by year?
No, you can get signed 3 years, but the contracts in Europe, which is, you know, I don't know if y'all heard any European tales, but yeah, you cannot get paid. Your contract is not your contract. You got to go over there. You got to perform. You can put stuff in writing, you know what I'm saying, but you got to go perform.
So you could sign 1 year, $40 million, and might not get a zero out of that contract.
If you sign 1 year, $40 million, and they don't like you, or they're going to find a way not to pay you.
Dang.
Whatever it is you sign for. So you always trying out until you're not. You know what I'm saying?
And when did you get to that point where I'm not trying out, like I'm this guy, you know what I mean, overseas?
I never let myself think that. I never even when I got to year 10, I never let myself think that because that forms complacency in my brain. So how I viewed it, with me understanding. After my first year, I seen so many dudes get their bags packed. They was signing contracts. They was out the next week. I'm like, yo, but you signed a contract. Like, they don't care about that over here. Dang. You can fight for it, all that, if you want to. You can fight for it and you can win sometimes. But it's going to take money to fight for it and get it.
I got you.
And so and it's a lot of stuff is not correct in your overseas basketball. It ain't done how we think it's supposed to be done in America. But so with that, I always was thinking, like, it was always a sense of urgency. Practice. Every practice meant something over there. Every exhibition game meant something over there. Because one day they can be like, he ain't gonna work. Get him out of here. Let's just bring over another American and he gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So, and there was always another American ready to come and replace you. So for me, when I got over there, my thought process was, I'm not unpacking my bags until I understand that they understand who I am.
Gotcha.
So I lived out of my luggage. No matter where I went, I didn't get homey. I didn't make myself feel comfortable in any place. Everything was out of my luggage. Like, until I'm like, okay, they know what time it is with me. And so then that's when that always kept me. I did that for all my years in European basketball.
How many years did you play over there?
13.
In 3 years, you won player of the year over there.
3 years. Did I get a player of the year in Europe? I got a first team Euro Cup. I never got a player of a year over there. But
when you got first team, does that help you with your next contract the next year?
Oh yeah, if you perform, you getting a nice contract. Okay. If you perform and you win. Over there, like, you can average 20 and make the same money. But if you perform, average 20 and y'all win, or you could go from making $70,000 to 1.3 if you win. You know what I'm saying? Like, over there, winning that's the bulk of your money, but you also have to perform. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't want no bum that just won. You know what I'm saying? They want the key player that wins. So for me, it was just win. Just like my whole career, it was just win. If you win it, everything else figure itself.
That's fact. Okay.
918, talk of the town. We got Caleb Green here. We're going to take a small little break real quick, and we'll be back. This episode is brought to you by the Smith Family Agency. It's simple. They make sure you have the right insurance coverage on your home, auto, or business. They also have the best prices for insurance in Oklahoma. Call my guy Brian Smith with questions, and he will give you a quick quote. We trust him to always do the right thing for you and your family. Call Smith Family Agency at 918-417-7400 and tell them the Bubby sent you.
What y'all doing with your podcast right now is a great movement, man. Keep up the momentum. Like, and it's humbling that y'all even asked me to come, man. And yeah, man, keep going, man. It's a blessing, man, what y'all doing for the town. And it's positive.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's positive, and it's good to see, people of our, when Punch asked me to do this, and he made this connect, I was all for it. I love a positive movement in what y'all doing. So, roses y'all way too, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, back 918, talking to the town in McLean Barbershop. So we're going to keep talking to Caleb about his overseas career. Give us some of the top dudes you played against, maybe that people around the world would know, like some of your toughest competition.
So one of my most humbling experience over there is this one guy's name is Chris Copeland. He played with the New York Knicks. He was like a 4'3". I don't know if y'all remember him.
I think I remember that. He had dreads, maybe?
Yeah, dreads.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So, we had like a thing. It was unspoken. And I just thought out, it was when you don't work hard, or when you get complacent up top in some form of fashion, you play the wrong player. And so I met him over there, and we used to always go back and forth. So we played, and we had another good four-man. His name was Toko Shangalia. Okay. He played in the league a little bit. He big over there now, but me and him split the time at the 4. And so, for whatever reason, they started him on Chris Copeland that night. And me and Chris, we had been talking back and forth, nah, you ain't better than me, etc. All that good stuff that make basketball fun.
Right,
and so we got out there, and then it was like, it was the first 5 minutes, I was like, oh my goodness.
He was different.
I already knew he was good, but like I could tell like that was like a personal
vendetta against you.
It was like, yo, I'm about to show you I'm better than you. And so like as he got a rhythm on the first guy, they subbed me, I'm like, all right, y'all gonna, why he hot? All right. And so I get in there. I can't touch him. Every whistle, anytime he touch it, I'm talking about tough contested shot. And he was cooking. And then he ended up that night. And so I got subbed out like I had got him going. Toko went back in and Toko received more of the work. And then we just kept exchanging. I look up in the fourth quarter, he got like 38. Then he hit a close to game winner. Had like 45. And I was sitting on the bench. I'm like, yo, I ain't never felt this side of it.
Oh, gotcha.
In a long time. I ain't never felt this side of it. And 45 in Europe, if you play Euro basketball, like, that is a lot of points.
I gotcha.
Points is, you know, averaging 16, 17 in Europe is a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you score 45 in a game, that just show you. And then after that year, he went straight to the league too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like, yeah, that's my horror story over there.
So he's the toughest you ever went up against while you been over there?
He gave me fits that night. Played Serge Ibaka during the lockout. Luka Doncic. I got a little Luka Doncic.
Was he special?
Man, already.
You knew it.
How old was he?
I think I got him like 15, 16.
And you knew he was come on, Kay. You knew he was special.
He was coming off the bench. And our scouting report was all about him.
Luka. At 15, 16 years old.
Man, like 6'6". But at this time, like, you know, you see him now, you know, he played his own pace.
Yeah.
And he still played at his own pace. But it was like everybody in here got me effed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and who was playing in front of him was Sergio Llull. Sergio Llull, y'all wouldn't know that name, but Houston Rockets offered him $30 million a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, I'm better than him at 16.
Damn.
At 16. And he kept, in 14 minutes, I want to say he had like 17, 18 points.
So you sitting there like, oh, this.
So you knew like
he was special. He was special.
So now would you?
He's 16. He was 16, and he was already different than Americans. Our Americans couldn't check him. Our Americans couldn't check him.
So how long? And how old was he when he went to the league? He was youngster still, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was still young. I don't know how.
Was that your only game playing against him?
I played him twice.
How did he do against y'all the second time?
The second time, it was just like he just came in, did his work. I think he had like 10, 12. But the first time we played him, it was like, yo, he's special.
I got you.
I played against Porzingis.
Okay.
How was that?
He was frail, young, skinny guy. And then I was a veteran. You know what I'm saying? But I knew he's 7 foot.
Shoot the ball.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, you knew he was different. You know what I'm saying? Who else? We didn't, Sonny Weems.
Okay.
Arkansas.
Right?
Went to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, no. So the best player, and throw my roses at him real fast, is Keith Langford.
Oh, Kansas.
Lefty.
Yes.
Oh,
He did.
okay.
He probably one of the toughest Americans to ever play basketball in Europe.
Wow.
Still to this, he's still going. Keith Langford is different.
Is he?
Different. He different. He command 7-figure check over there. Everywhere he touch. 7-figure check. You got to pay him. They got to have 7 figures.
Damn.
He like that over there. Yeah,
So he's the number one guy.
I'm going Luka first, and then I'm going Keith Langford second.
But you saying Luka 16.
But it was understood. It was understood. It was like all our little guard, they'll try to do all of that, get all up in them. He'll pass the ball, go post them up. Then you put a big guard on him, he walk him around screens, find his angle. Just he was already different. It was like he was a pro. But you gotta think he was a pro younger than that.
That's what I heard.
You know what I'm saying? He was a pro younger than that. And then he was playing with Real Madrid when I played him. And they top 3 team over there in Europe.
So he getting a 7-figure check at 16.
I don't know about his check, but what I do know, he's playing against pros. He had Rudy Fernandez, Sergio Llull. He was playing with Ibaka during one point. He had we had He was playing with pros. Throwing some names y'all wouldn't.
Yeah.
But they a deal over there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was out and he was better than them.
Gotcha.
He was better.
And before we get into some of the top players in the town, was you one of those guys over there? Now, give yourself some flowers now. Pop your shit a little bit, Caleb. When Caleb Green walked on the court, was you well respected?
Well, it's hard to give myself flowers, but I knew when I walked on the floor, I had did my work already. I had found out if you had a family, if you go right all the time, what's your favorite move, how I'm gonna attack you, what you don't like, I'm gonna do it. Then I want to know. I call and ask some old teammates. Tell me about him. Hey, yo, what you gonna kill him? Or hey, yo, he nice. Yo, he can get you here. Or I'm my homework already done.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And so if I got outplayed, it was just an off night for me. That's how I viewed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, but I was walking on every floor confident. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't gonna be outworked, and I was gonna try to be the smartest at the way I attacked. You know what I'm saying? And then, I played some players where they thrived off of if you talk crazy to them. And so for me, the older I got, I'm like, I'm not going to indulge in what activate a player to be better.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a attack in what don't make them better. Right. So if they thrive off of somebody talking,
you ain't saying one word to them.
I'm going to just kill them real softly. If I notice that you can't handle conversation during the game, and you don't like you like back and forth, or you think you can play when I'm playing, I'm gonna do that.
Gotcha. If
I know you don't like flopping, I'm gonna flop. I'm gonna play the actual real game, all of the facets of it. And so, like for me, I was just confident every gym I stepped in. It didn't matter who I was playing against. I just knew I had an advantage somewhere, somehow. You know what I mean?
So we're gonna go back a little bit. Give us some of your all-time best Tulsa Hoopers. Maybe when you was growing up as a kid. If you can think of something now, like your all-time great.
John Starks, Hump, Hump.
Shout out Hump.
Hump. Ebieri, who else? Wayman Tisdale. You can't leave Wayman Tisdale out.
Sure.
I never seen him play live. But I seen a few videos that y'all didn't, what I'm saying? Hall.
James,
man. Yeah. I just see him. I was like, who is this? Who is this? But he must proceed as. But I always wanted to actually see him live. Man. You know what I'm saying? Eton Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of guys. Marcus Hill used to grow up. Antonio Reed. Man, all the hoopers, man. You know
let me ask you this then. You a coach. You got your boy Sango coaching at Booker T now, and I know you're a flat. So you a coach. Give me your starting five, all Tulsa team.
Tulsa team.
Give me your point guard to your five, and give me a 6-man. You the head coach. You the head coach.
You the head coach.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta have Punchy Boy. Shout out Punchy Boy for the shot. I gotta have him at least 7th man because I know I can put him in the clutch and he gonna hit that shot.
He gonna hit the shot
for me.
So let's just say he the 10th man.
You said 6. I gotta put him 10. Y'all make sure y'all go get Punchy Boy's food. By the way,
that's a fact.
Yeah. No. That's tough. Point guard. I need a leader. I'm real biased. This is no slight to any Tulsa basketball player, by the way, at none. If I need a leader, a trusted leader, my point guard is Lamont George.
Okay, shout out Lamont.
No slight to any other skilled, point guard.
Give me your 2.
My 2, I need. Give me John Starks.
Okay. Your 3.
I'm going Ebby. I'm staying home. I'm going Ebieri at the 3. I'm going Ebieri at the 3.
4 and 5.
My 4. Oh, that's easy. That's what I'm going. I'm going Hump, and then I'm going Eton.
Yeah, that's easy. And your 6-man Punchy.
Punch 7.
Okay. So your 6-man.
My 6, I'm going. Who my assistant coach? You said
Let's say Sango, your assistant coach.
Okay, because I was gonna put him at number 6. You know, I'm a little biased. Yeah. So my 6th man, I'm gonna go. Man, that's tough. I need somebody that's electric, but he wouldn't mind coming off the bench, possibly. That's tough. Ain't no guy coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Give me. Y'all might call this crazy. I'm going off the bench just in case somebody off. He can still come in and play all the positions, and he'll winner. And this is going to, hopefully nobody take this as a slight, but I really like Dante Swanson. I'm going
Dante
Swanson.
That's not a slight.
Just to glue.
Because he's going to play defense and all that.
We got everything you need already. The shooting and that. Give me Dante
like
Swanson at number 6. Let me glue all that together. And then I don't got a coach because now them guys gonna coach themselves. I just wear me a suit. You know what I'm saying?
So now that your basketball career is done, right?
Okay.
So what's next for Caleb Green? You got any investments?
Yeah. I'm heavy in the real estate right now. I'm doing auto. I got a plan a few years from now, if not sooner. If I can get other things where I want in place, I want to start a nonprofit. You know what I'm saying? And that'll really impact this Tulsa community to really fill a void. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I don't want to talk about it until I really make it come into fruition. But man, shoot, man, it's just the off the court it's fun too. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You bring the same characteristics to that you bring to the business world. It's fun, man. I run a few companies, and so it's fun just learning all of the angles and how you play it and what you do, what you don't do, how you can make mistakes here. So I'm just, it's a journey with that. But I've been
okay. And before we get out of here, what did it mean to you to get elected into the Hall of Fame, TPS?
So when I first seen it, I didn't really understand the impact of it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And so after having a few conversations with like a Coach Sprague and a Coach Savage, I was like, this is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a public speaker, so when I got up there, I didn't write nothing on paper. I think I could do everything until I was like, dang, this is tough. You know what I'm saying? I got up there, had to speak in front of all those people. And so, and I really truly understood at that time, like we done had some athletes come through and to really get recognized and that, that was definitely humbling, you know what I'm saying? Especially with my journey, like I was just trying to hoop, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to hoop. I ain't, I wasn't really doing it for no accolades per se. It was just like, I want to just kill everything in front of me. That's you know what I'm saying? So, but it was definitely special, man. Extremely humbling.
So as we wrap this up, with your journey, you said in middle school you wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Your high school career and then your college career and your professional career. Give the youngsters some advice.
Don't listen to nobody. Believe in yourself. And when I say don't listen to nobody, don't listen to negative content. You know what I'm saying? When you get placed a dream in your head, that got placed in your head. Nobody will really understand your dream. It's your dream. God gave you that dream to have. Anybody that's draining that dream tell you how you can't do it, and they're not saying this is how you do it, them ain't the type of people you want, you know what I'm saying, moving forward on your journey. What you do is you just work at it. You don't cheat it, don't cut a corner. You cut any corner, you build anything on emptiness, you're going to get a frail building. You know what I'm saying? You want everything you do, to be firm and stand up where you can, where you can move with it correctly. So I would tell each kid, because I think about myself, like, what would I tell a young Caleb Green? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, don't stop. Don't listen to nothing. You know you can do it, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody tell you can't, you actually don't just ignore it. You use it as fuel. You use it as fuel. I'm going to show you. You know what I'm saying? So now keep going. Don't stop, man, and work. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Caleb. Talk of the Town 918, McLean Barbershop. Had Caleb Green on the show. Appreciate all y'all for listening. Peace.